Hey there everyone, welcome to another video. Today we are doing a chatty get ready with me, which means a lot of talking, some updates, trying on some new products that I'm currently testing out. This is of course not going to be focused on the makeup look in particular. I'm not going to go in depth about necessarily what I'm doing, but I thought this would be a good opportunity for us to kind of catch up, talk about a couple of things, of course try some new stuff, get some first impressions as well, and yeah, it'll just be really casual, old school, and relaxed and hopefully fun for you. Some of you mentioned that my get ready with me videos are some of your favorites, and I certainly don't film them as often as I could. But a couple of things to keep in mind, because this is like a super casual setup, is number one, I've kind of changed the camera settings so you see more like in range instead of the whole blurry background thing, so it's not super bocalicious today, but I think it'll be useful as I'm going to be moving around a lot while I'm talking and reaching for products just to keep us in focus. Second thing is that there's people around. This is not like a house to myself kind of day, but I thought since this is a really casual video, it wouldn't be too much of a distraction, hopefully. So if you hear noise, there's people around and I'm just being this awkward person in the corner. Alright, let me tie my hair up and we can go and talk about some products. So first order of business, I got my coffee here ready to go. What is this today? I think this morning it's Folgers Colombian coffee with almond milk and coffee creamer and sugar. I have been experimenting a little bit with my coffee combinations. Granted, I'm not a big coffee drinker. I usually drink tea. So let me know what are your favorite coffee combos. I definitely prefer less coffee and more milk type of thing, if you get my drift. So that's what we're having today as we're getting ready together. And let me put my hair back, and I wonder, as you're watching this, if you're also getting ready, because that's something that you've mentioned before as well, that you like the getting ready with me vids because you put them on when you're also getting ready. So I think that's kind of fun. Oh, new favorite hairbrush that is full of hair, but I'm really into this at the moment. I think it's a great quality brush, and hopefully will last me a long time. This is from the brand Bass, I think it's called. I'll put links down below to everything that needs or has links. This is their genuine wood bristle bamboo handle brush. It's a large oval brush. All the little nubs and the brush bristles are bamboo, and so is the handle and everything. So I'm hoping that this will be a lot more long lasting than my other plastic bristle ones, which tends to wear out, especially if you use them for heat styling. So hair is up. I feel like we're a little too bright. Let me turn you down a little bit. Okay, is that better? Maybe. I feel like the sun's coming out. I'm gonna shut this off, readjust, and we'll come right back. Alright, so I think that's a little bit better. I turned it down since it's easier to edit from a darker video than it is to edit from a brighter video, because those whites are going to be so washed out. Alright, I'm going to start with a couple of things. I mean, I'll talk you through all the products, but in particular, I was recently sent a few things from an online K-beauty website called Style Korean. I've mentioned them, gosh, must have been like half a year or a year or so before is when they sent me stuff previously. But this time around, I've got a few different things. I'm starting off with the HEIMISH Refresh Water, and this is pretty interesting. The brand is something that I've been hearing quite a bit about. I'm just taking on a little cotton wool right here. This is similar to kind of like a cleansing water, except this one has, I guess, a combination of natural ingredients. And what the packaging says is that it's a daily skin starter and refresh water. So if you watch a lot of K-beauty tutorials, they'll start off the makeup application with some kind of cleansing water, and then toner, and then even sometimes a mask, and then moisturizer, and then primer. Like, it's a whole very intensive process. So this one is supposed to cleanse the skin again. It has mild enzymes, from soybeans, to both exfoliate and also give slight moisturization. Says it has 20 active natural ingredients, something like that. It's a very long list. I'll put the links, like I said, to things down below for you, but I've used this a couple of times and it does have a bit of an herbal scent to it. Not awful, but just, herbal. But certainly very cleansing and refreshing as well. So far have been testing this one out, and I thought we'd use it and just go from the cleansing water to my serum that I'm using, and then off to our moisturizer, because all three things are kind of new for me right now. So there's that. Alright, next thing we're going in with is my serum. So I'm currently using two different ones. Right now I don't have anything lined up in terms of skincare reviews, so I'm pretty free to use whatever in whatever combination I want. So that's always a bit less fussy, as when I'm testing out products I have to be very strategic about what I can use together, just so they don't negatively or kind of alter the effects of the product I'm testing, if that makes sense. Anyways, two things in rotation right now. The first one I am super excited about, and I've used it for, I want to say, a week and a half, 2 weeks now, and so thrilled, still loving the line, which is the LANEIGE. You've heard about me talk about this before. This is their White Dew Original Ampoule Essence. So this has now replaced, in the LANEIGE range, the previous white, what is it called? The White Plus, or whatever it was previously. This has now replaced. So it's been replaced now with the White Dew range. And if you live in Korea, this will make sense to you, or if you're really into K-beauty. What we have now in Sephora over here in Canada and the US is not exactly the same formulation, because certain ingredients they couldn't either approve, or it was too fussy to get it over to this side of the world. So they've actually gotten a slightly different formula for the LANEIGE range, and I don't love it as much, shall we say. And I've heard from people who have used it and have actually looked up the ingredients that it's not the same. So that's a little heads up for you. But what I am putting on my face today, because I've been using the White Dew Original Ampoule Essence at nighttime, more of a nighttime thing, is I'm using the MISSHA Time Revolution Night Repair. Oh, you know what? I never noticed that this was night, so maybe I should be using the White Renew in the daytime and then Night Repair at night. Huh. Okay, so been using this for a couple weeks now. First time I've actually noticed that this is actually Night Repair. Alright, I did just put this on, but that's fine. Okay, future reference, we're switching these up. So LANEIGE Ampoule for the daytime, and then the MISSHA for the nighttime. Either way, these are two things I'm using. So far I like them both. The LANEIGE is still a favorite though. I've spoken about it loads, and I just think it's a really effective formulation for my skin without being harsh, and I've never had sensitivity with that from LANEIGE. Alright, base product time. Let's go in with something. Oh, you know what? Should I do moisturizer or not? Huh. Okay, maybe I'll do a little bit of moisturizer. I have here the IT Cosmetics CC cream, which just launched in Canada. You can get them via Sephora and also the IT Cosmetics Canadian website. I have this in just the original, not the illumination. So the original CC cream, which I've heard is moisturizing-ish, that I could probably get away with it without extra moisturizer. However, my nose is always really patchy, so maybe I'll go in with moisturizer first. And I'm currently really loving the Fresh Vitamin Nectar Moisture Glow Face Cream. I know it's a really small thing right here, but essentially this is what I think, a slightly more pumped up version of the Origins Ginseng moisturizer in the orange container. I have that and have been using it, but I got this when I was making a Sephora order, and I kind of like this more. It's just a little bit richer and has a bit more oomph, so definitely a bit extra on my nose. My nose has been really peeling lately for some reason or the other, so let's just put on a little bit of moisturizer, so hopefully that CC cream will go on a little better. Alright, now we're ready for our IT Cosmetics CC cream. Let's see, SPF 50, UVA UVB, color correcting, full coverage, anti-aging hydrating serum. So this is my first time trying this out. This was sent to me by the lovely people over at IT Cosmetics. Super like a surprise. I didn't even know it was coming, so that was a nice surprise to have this show up at my door. I have the shade in Light, I believe this is, but I have also emailed them to ask for Fair because I think Fair matches my neck a little better, although Light probably matches my face. So CC cream on, and this is quite, it feels creamy slash thick. I'm just using a Real Techniques. Alright, so while we put this on, let's talk about a few things. Number one, I've been really struggling, you know, internal struggles. Struggling with kind of the type of content I want on this channel. And this is not new by any means. I mean, we've covered and talked about this topic before, but whenever I seem to ask everyone what they want to see, most people really want to see more beauty stuff, which is cool. Like, I run this blog slash YouTube as a beauty and lifestyle channel primarily, and that makes sense. But I find that whenever I do put up beauty videos, whether it's because they're not like the flashy glammy makeup, and they're more everyday, or for whatever reason they actually don't get as many views as other types of subjects and content that I put up there. Because obviously when I look at the response from a video, I look at the analytics and I try to see how many people, you know, watched it and how long they've watched it. I can see all those things in my analytics. The beauty videos are not necessarily the most viewed, but they often take the most amount of time to edit and prep and film and put together. And it seems, I don't know, I am conflicted in terms of how useful the beauty videos are, since not a lot of people are actually watching it, you know what I mean? So that confuses me a little bit. Like, I don't know what's the discrepancy, because whenever I asked, most people, other than they want more food videos, which will be coming, everybody wants to see beauty stuff, but beauty stuff doesn't get the most views. Like, I'm very confused about this whole conundrum. Alright, next thing I'm going to put on, I think the CC cream actually feels really nice. I don't think it's completely full coverage, mind you. I just did like a small pump though. I like the way this is looking right now. I'm going to go with a little bit of concealer. This is the SAEM, yeah, hope I'm saying that right, Cover Perfection Tip Concealer, and this is like a really small travel friendly little doe foot applicator. This is also from Style Korean, and this is really actually affordable. I'm just gonna do under eye concealing, and actually I am very far away from the mirror right now, like what you're seeing right here. And if you didn't know, I do wear glasses. I just like to pretend that I don't need my glasses. So whenever I'm actually filming a tutorial and I do, you know, you see the parts where it cuts into the next clip, that's usually when I'm pulling the mirror really close and trying to actually see what I'm doing. But back to our conversation about the videos. So yeah, I'm a little confused as to what you all want to see, And sometimes when I put the question out there, a lot of people will watch the video, but no, not that many of you will actually share your opinions. Like those of you who do share your thoughts and opinions, I know who you are because you're always on here and we're always chatting. So thanks for that. But for the rest of you, or if anyone has thoughts on the situation, I don't know. I mean, I obviously like doing the beauty videos, but I don't want to be putting all this time into it and no one's really watching it, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so that's a little mini rant-ish situation. Alright, my base is on. I actually think this looks quite good for every day. It feels a little bit tacky, so we might have to set it with something. I'll do that later. I do want to go in with a really fun product. This is also from Style Korean. Like the couple of K-beauty things are from there. This is the Ampoule Air Fit Cushion Blusher. So this is a blush in a cushion format. Now, if you're over the whole cushion thing, that's cool. But I just think in K-beauty, there's so many opportunities to try out kind of fun products for very, very, you know, little money. So very inexpensive, but super fun. Like, when in the world are you going to find cushion blush for like what, less than 10 bucks a pop? Like that does not happen. I mean, I've seen cushion blushers, aka Lancome, UEMURA, but they are definitely not under $10 a pop. So, but in K-beauty, you can get these things for a good price. So I've got two colors here. In the container, they look really similar. I've got, I think this is coral and this is pink. So either coral or pink. I don't know. Maybe let's do pink. I haven't worn pink blush in a while. So it comes with a little puff type of thing, which I'm actually going to use for the blush. And I didn't set my CC cream because I want that moistness to blend in when I use the cushion blush. Like, how pretty is that? Can you see this? Hopefully you can. It's like a watercolor blush. It's really, really pretty. And I mean, for the price, this is certainly, I would say, like a $20-ish product if it was being sold here, you know. But super fun, super fresh. I think I might powder the T-zone of my face a little bit later. So let's put on a bit more of this. And FYI, whenever I watch some other people use cushion foundations or cushion products, they actually just don't use the cushion. So here I am thinking, well, part of the technology is the cushion, you know, the actual dispensing system and the puff. Like, they put a lot of tech into the puff, and people just kind of throw away the puff and be like, I'm going to use the brush and do that, which is by all means fine. If you really don't want to, you can do makeup however you want. But I think that takes away the point of using a cushion foundation, which doesn't make sense to me. Like, the cushion foundation aspect isn't just the foundation inside, it's actually also the puff. But a lot of, I guess, North Americans who do beauty videos and who use this, or even Brits from across the pond, they don't like the cushion at all. Like, they want to go in with the brush. I don't know. What do you think about that? Okay, what do I need on my face next? Do you want to do a highlight? Actually, this blush is really pretty. I'm looking at it in the mirror right now. Super pretty. Let's do eyebrows. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit and we'll get some eyebrows on this face. So, eyebrows. It is definitely no secret that I hate doing eyebrows. But they're also a bit of a necessity. Like, if I am going out or going to work and whatnot, I may not do like a full face of makeup anywhere else, but I have to do eyebrows or else I feel like I don't have an expression. And I can't make angry faces at people, you know what I mean? So I am using the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Still a good product, although I am getting a little bit better at using the dip brows. So when I want a more pulled together look, or if I'm photographing for the blog, I will use a dip brow, but we're super casual today, so let's just use Brow Wiz. I'm just going to try to get myself a shape. It took me so long to get the color matched to my current hair situation, which I think my hair needs a tone, like a toner refresh. Not necessarily a full new color. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. But I can't decide if I want to go back to my hair colorist to get a trim and get it toned, or if I just go to my previous haircut girl, whom I love, and get a cut but leave the toner and whatnot until I'm ready for a color change a bit later on in the fall. And here's the thing, when I went in to get my hair colored, you know, my colorist commented on the fact that the haircut wasn't great because they thinned it out too much. Now, at the time when I first got my haircut, I thought it was fine. Like, I've got my haircut at plenty of places, you know, Kazue is still a favorite, and I felt it was fine. But he was really like, no, your hair's too thinned out, we can't do the balayage properly, it needs this and that, like, stop going there, essentially is what he's saying. I feel like I'm still going to eventually go back to my colorist for the color, since I think he does fabulous hair color. But I'm afraid if I get the hair trimmed with Kazue and I go back to Samad for my color, he's gonna be like, where have you been? You've been cutting your hair somewhere else. You know what I mean? Any of you ever think about these things? Like, is your colorist and your hair, is your stylist and your colorist the same person? Like the person who cuts your hair and the person who colors your hair? Because I feel like, you know, one and the other, they don't necessarily have, they're kind of two separate things, and you could have two people that do things equally well, but you prefer one over the other. So let me know what you think I should do, because I'm still stuck in this dilemma. I've got split ends, I need a trim, but I feel like I'm not ready to put down a lot of money to go to the colorist, because he just wants to color. He's not super into the hair cutting, he's a color person. But I'm also worried that if I get it cut somewhere else, and by the time I go back, you know, he's gonna like give me the look. So not that it's a super big deal, but it's something to think about. Alright, eyebrows are fairly decent. Oh, by the way, this obviously started off with I found the right color for my eyebrows, went on the hair color tangent, but I think the right color right now for my brows in the dip brow is medium brown. That seems to be a really good color. And it's got the right tones in it. I think previously I was using dark brown and it was too dark, and it just looked really weird when I put it on, because dip brow tends to be a heavier product anyways. So I think I might switch over my Brow Wiz pencil to medium brown as well. Okay, eyeshadow time. I really want to use this one today. This is the Paul & Joe Eye Color Palette from this summer, 2017 this summer, and this is limited edition, which may or may not still be in stores. If you do live in Canada, you can order off of the Shoppers Drug Mart website. It's still on there last time I checked, and there's a couple variations, but I've got this one, which I'm hoping you can kind of see. It's a very sheer color palette. It's got green, kind of a champagne-y gold, a mauve pink, and a light pink. And I think this is Real Techniques, and we're just gonna, you know, make something happen on the eyes. Oh, see, that's pretty. I have really been enjoying Paul & Joe makeup. I did a quick Instagram post about their blushers, which I think are just great for the value. They're so easy to use. I'm not using the Paul & Joe blush just because I wanted to show you the cushion blush from Ampoule, but so far most things I've used from Paul & Joe have been really nice. And this palette is super cute. I mean, how could you not like this? The colors are not intense by any means. I think that is just the way a lot of Asian beauty products are. Paul & Joe is theoretically New York, and I think created in New York but made in Japan, and it's huge in Japan. I think it's bigger, like a much bigger market in Japan for Paul & Joe than it is over here in North America. So I've got some gold on, and then maybe let's do, should we do green? I never wear green though. Okay, maybe we'll do a little bit of green. We'll see what happens. Put some green on. But yeah, oh, that's like a minty green. Okay. As I was saying with the videos and whatnot, another thing I've been thinking about is kind of posting schedule. I am on a bit of a vacation break right now, so I do have some more time to make content and, you know, post things. But once work picks up again, I certainly wouldn't have so much time. And this really got me thinking, you know, like, is it really quality over quantity, or is it quantity is quantity? Because sometimes I feel like, oh, you know, I want the time to spend to live my life more organically and therefore have more organic content to share with you. But day-to-day life isn't all that exciting, and sometimes it takes a while for me to gather things together or to put together a post or a YouTube video. Oh, it's the Purelator man. Is that my package? I don't know. He kind of pulled up at the end of the street. What does that mean? Okay, he's backing up. Purelator truck is backing up, making a turn. Is he coming back? Any of you ever look out the window and stalk the mailman or the mail person? I think they pulled away. No, that's too bad. Okay. Anyways, back to our green. You know, sometimes I think about I should have the flexibility to live more organically and have these organic experiences, but at the same time, that means there wouldn't be videos as often, right? Because exciting things don't just happen all the time. I'm switching to a Real Techniques, the fancier brush, the metallics, and I think I'm gonna do like a pink. There's a metallic pink in here. Oh, that's intense. Okay, maybe at the outer corner. I don't know what's happening with this eye look today. It's just kind of make it up as you go. And actually with this lighting, since I wasn't very fussy about the lighting, I'm not even sure how much you guys can see. But what the heck. Yeah, so what are your thoughts on kind of posting schedules and really bloggers being really consistent? I know as a viewer, I like when my bloggers post things on a schedule, and I know that, you know, Friday nights I can always watch Lisa D1, and then on whatever days I can watch with Wendy or, you know, the Story Girls, or, you know, whoever that I watch. So it's nice to have that, but on the other hand, as a content creator who has a second life and, you know, a job and things like that, it really limits or changes the way that you live your life if you live for the blog. Alright, got a little bit of pink. Not sure if this is too much pink, but we'll go with it. So Paul & Joe is on my eyes, and you know what? I have not been using a lot of eyeliner, not even my winged liner for day to day. So we're just gonna skip eyeliner and I think go straight into mascara and curling my lashes. I am still using and loving the UEMURA eyelash curler, and also still loving, where's my mascara? Need to go and get that, but I'm still loving the COVERGIRL Total Tease. That's been great. Like, I have been wearing that and not wearing falsies, so that says a lot. Okay, found the mascara. So COVERGIRL Total Tease waterproof mascara. Let's put some on. I've already curled my lashes. Anyone have a lot of trouble trying really hard not to get mascara onto their eyelids, because regardless of how I try, it just always happens. So now I try to pull it off as like my faux eyeliner. If it smudges, I don't even bother cleaning it up, since the smudge is usually very close to my lash line anyways. So mascara on. I really do still love this mascara. I've been thinking about picking it up in dark brown, but I don't know how much of a difference that would be between the dark brown and the very black. I have been wearing a lot more brown eyeliner whenever I do wear a liner, so that's an option right there. But side note, Sephora, I've noticed, has recently been carrying a lot more high-end brands in their makeup selection. For example, they've now got LANEIGE on their site. They also have expanded to pretty much the full core collection of Tom Ford, which is amazing, and looking at the price tag, ridiculous at the same time. Has anyone used anything Tom Ford and just love it? Like, if there's one thing I need or should try from the Tom Ford collection, what does it need to be? And FYI, I've tried the fragrances. I'm not into them. So makeup wise, like, is it the lipsticks? Is it the palettes? What do I need from Tom Ford, the beauty range? Because I think I should try something. I don't know if the price tag is really justified, but once you pass a certain threshold in beauty, I feel like, then above and beyond that, it's just luxury. Like, you're paying for the name, you're paying for packaging, you're paying for the spokesmodel, you're paying for all the other stuff. And sometimes you're paying for technology and quality, but after a certain threshold, I think not necessarily all the time. But let me know your thoughts. LANEIGE, Tom Ford are now both in Sephora. And of course, IT Cosmetics. Not everything yet, but a lot of things are on there now. They're major popular things. And just wondering also, I feel like as I'm getting older, I am definitely moving more into luxury beauty products. Of course, also now that I have a bit more flexibility in terms of my budget, I do splurge and explore the high-end beauty realm a little bit more. Not that I don't always still go to the drugstore aisle whenever I'm at the drugstore, but I also find drugstore products are getting so much more expensive now that for a couple more, you know, like $10, $20 more, you could be getting a Sephora product, or something like, gosh, something like a MAC or even a NARS. You know, like at that price point that I'm paying for drugstore nowadays, I can pay a little bit more and get something even like Bare Minerals lipsticks are what, 23? Yeah, so drugstore products either need to really step up their game or cut down their price point, because I think it's ridiculous that they're getting so expensive for something that is labeled as drugstore. So I don't know how many layers of mascara that was. I was just talking and just kept putting on mascara. Either way, I think we're ready for a bit of powder. I still want to powder down the T-zone a little bit. I feel like the CC cream has set slightly, but there's still a tad of moistness. So since I also have a fun new product, I thought I'd just put it on my face. Here is the PIXI by Petra Quick Fix Powder in Translucid. This is 3 grams. It comes in a little puff dispenser, so there's a hole in the middle. The powder is on the inside. I believe this is meant for, you know, being really travel friendly. There's a mirror on the back. And yeah, I'm going to use my real mirror. And I'm going to tap a little bit. Well, the powder's kind of white. Let's see if this works. Just gonna do a little on the chin, on the forehead. PIXI, by the way, if you're wondering, in Canada, they're now available at Shoppers Drug Mart or select Shoppers Drug Mart locations. They're not in every single one. They are not online yet at the beauty boutique, I don't think, but you can get them in some of the stores, and also you can get them on iHerb. They're on iHerb now, which is nice. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this puff. It seems to just like spew powder everywhere. I'm gonna blend it out a little bit with a brush, but it seems to be a decent, like a soft matte, not super matte, which is good. Actually, I think that looks fine. Okay, powder on. And shall we do lipstick? Yes, let's do lipstick. What should I use today? I've got two options in front of me. I could either use the Clinique, what is this? ColourPop Lip Color and Primer, which a friend of mine really likes and she recommended. So I have this one in the color Beige Pop. Can you see that? Okay, I hope you can. Beige Pop. And then I also have the Lancome Matte Shakers. So these guys in Energy Peach. So I guess a nude color versus a slightly brighter shade. Now maybe we'll do the Lancome. Lancome Energy Peach. Okay, let's shake it up. I didn't really like the original Juices shakers. I thought they were kind of gimmicky. But this one's supposed to have a lot more pigment and just more fun, shall we say. Oh, FYI, for those of you who are kind of looking for and waiting for I said I would do a fall fashion in terms of a workwear video. It's still coming. I'm just filming it in little chunks because I want to be able to show you the garments on my body and then talk about them and then do cutaways and then insert all this stuff. So it's a much more, let's say, extensively edited video, and I just have to film in parts. I can't do it all at once. Okay, so it has that little funky applicator here, and I should probably wipe off some of my gloss too. I've got some lip balm on. But for fall fashion, I am so happy that I made the decision to switch over a lot of my shoes to comfort brands. I recently bought a lot of Clarks, as well as, you know, Hush Puppies. I've got a pair of Naturalizers, and I'm really glad that some of the comfort wear brands are not doing more stylish shoes. Now, there aren't stylish in the sense of, you know, Stuart Weitzmans or Charlotte Olympias or things like that, but I think for every day, they're totally stylish, they're really fun and comfortable. When I first got my pair of Clark Artisans and I wore them for work, I was so happy and I was like, wow, this is what shoes should feel like, and they're great. So I've been completely enamored with fall footwear, which also means I've been watching all of the QVC reruns for like all the shoe brands and, you know, shoe shopping with Jane. So I've been watching all of that, even though I can't buy anything off of QVC to ship to Canada. Yeah, that's been a thing. So that's what I'm watching on YouTube, and I'm really excited to start getting some more shoes in. I ordered two pairs of Hush Puppies. So excited, so comfortable, really nice. Can't wait to wear them with fall stuff. And then a couple of pairs of Clarks as well. So that is coming to you at some point in a fall fashion-ish video. And FYI, if you have suggestions on what type specifically of workwear / fashion things you want to see for upcoming fashion vids, let me know in the comments down below. I think I will probably stick mostly to workwear-ish, since a casual wardrobe you can wear whatever you want. But for work, I think that's something you need to think about a little bit more. Granted, my personal style is slightly more conservative than other fashion bloggers out here on YouTube, but maybe it's time for something different, who knows. Alright, I think our makeup look is pretty complete. I actually really like the color of this lip. It doesn't feel dry. Doesn't seem to be any transfer either. It's just like a soft stain, which is pretty. Again, that was Energy Peach from Lancome. I will list everything that I've used down below for you in the down bar. Hope you had fun getting ready together. And I will see you next time in another video. Bye for now.